Hello and welcome to the Pitch Report. Going into this weekend, City against Chelsea was always going to be the headliner, especially after the 4-4 clash at the Bridge. This match delivered. It had the thrills and the battle cries. Poch managed to keep Man City on edge again, and after the game, some Chelsea fans still felt they could have nicked the win from the champions. The bigger question echoing is, did Chelsea just hand the league to Klopp's Liverpool? It will be a fitting end for him and will provide a break from City's dominance. Chelsea in recent games is finding their feet once again after their thrashing at Anfield and what Gary O'Neill's Wolves did at the Bridge. Poch seems to have found a new spirit to invigorate his team. They came out swinging this game. They held a threat and gave City a run for their money. They made the Sky Blues uncomfortable in their backyard and nearly walked away with it, the 3-point. Chelsea came into the game with a similar game plan they had at Villa Park. The major change in the side was Raheem Sterling, who's been relegated to the bench in recent weeks. Chelsea were very well organized in their 4-4-2 mid-block shape to box City's midfield in. Tanner and Jackson were fantastic as they sat on City's makeshift pivot of Akanji stepping in to pair with Rodri. The wingers held a narrow width and were well backed by Enzo and Caicedo. Aitaita was really good on the day as he was able to evade the City press and set his team going a couple of times. In attack, Chelsea favor the right side a lot. They were brilliant with the combination plays between Gusto O'Connor and Palmer. They worked the ball around to get in space to deliver a cross or put on Jackson. Jackson was fantastic on the day. His hold-up and linking play meant there was always an outlet for Chelsea to go long or have a ready option to pin back City's three at the back. Here comes his duality. He works hard to bring his team forward and get some good chances, but his biggest flaw is his indecisiveness. He got a 1v0 against Ederson and should have put his team a goal up, but he managed to miss that chance. His overall gameplay was massive in how Chelsea got their goal as he assisted Sterling. Sterling was a big bet coming into the game, and he managed to pay off in full. He was a menace in the first fixture of the matchup against Walker, and he did his thing on the day too. He scored Chelsea's goal, but there is always a catch. He missed some good chances, including a sitter when he was put through 1v1. Poch's men were very calculated in how they worked their counterattacks against City's high line. They ran it against them, and it became a nightmare for Pep. In the second half, Chelsea switched up a little, and it didn't yield the favorable results Poch was hoping for. It took out the threat that they had in the first half and the early stages of the second half. Poch had Jackson wide to push Nkunku up front. He took off Palmer and introduced a back five system, which in my opinion came on 10 minutes earlier. It allowed City to pin back the Blues more. For City, they knew the game was not going to be a breeze and were on the ropes for the majority of the first half. City came in with a 3-2-5 system with Akanji stepping in to partner Rodri. They kept their press high to force Chelsea into turnovers or will the ball in their box. The biggest patch on their game was their striker, Ayland, who was not on it for them. He was wasteful on the day and nearly led to them being punished at the end of the day. They made it through when Rodri scored at the edge of the box. He finds his moments when it matters. Yeah, City brought in Bernardo to give them more wiggle room. In front of Chelsea's box, they whipped in crosses from the half spaces to get into the box. Kevin was setting up good chances to get his team back in the game. This game ended in a headache for Pep and makes his job a little more difficult for him if he intends to win the league again. For Pochettino and his men, the question is, what if they missed a chance to take all the 3 points and it was a good showing by them? Kindly like and subscribe to the channel. Hope you join the Pitch Report family for your tactical breakdowns.